I have closed hundreds of real estate transactions, and there is one thing that I wish that I could go back and change about my journey that cost me millions of dollars, and I'm going to share all the details in this video. If you're new to this channel, my name is James Hodges, and this channel is all about how to teach you how to build a multiple seven-figure real estate company that can run without you. Now, I have closed hundreds of real estate transactions. I've been doing real estate for over 5 years now, and in the time that I've been doing real estate, I have primarily focused on wholesaling as my primary exit strategy. Now, there are a lot of reasons why I chose wholesaling as my primary exit strategy. Number one, it doesn't require you to actually purchase properties. Number two, you don't have to rehab houses. You don't have to deal with construction crews. And it's operationally very simple, meaning it's very easy to scale a wholesaling company, because with my team, I just have to teach them one exit strategy as opposed to teaching them half a dozen exit strategies. And it's very easy to duplicate the process into other markets. Now, if I could change one thing about my real estate journey, I would go back and add one exit strategy to our tool belt. And if I had done this 5 years ago when I started, I would probably have made at least an extra $5 million. And the one exit strategy that I wish I would have started 5 years ago is Novations. Now, with Novations, if you aren't familiar with what Novations are, Novations basically allow for you to wholesale houses on the MLS to retail buyers. So in a traditional wholesale deal, we are contracting a property with the seller. We go under contract with the seller as if we were going to purchase it, and then we turn around and we find an investor who's either going to purchase the property to flip it or keep it as a rental. So that's who we sell to whenever we are wholesaling. But when we are doing a novation, we get the property under contract with a homeowner, and then we are turning around, we're listing it on the MLS, and we are selling the property to a retail buyer who is going to live in that property. Now, the reason why I believe that this has cost me $5 million is because I believe that each year that I wasn't doing this, I could have made at least an additional $1 million per year that I wasn't doing novations. And here's why. So the reason why novations are so powerful is because they allow us to close on significantly more leads than we can if we are just making wholesale offers to sellers. And the reason why is because with a novation, you can offer significantly more to the homeowner than you can with a wholesale offer. So with a wholesale offer, a traditional wholesale offer, you're going to run your numbers like 80% or 75% of the ARV minus repairs, minus your wholesale fee, and that's the offer to the seller. Now with a novation, it's much different. You start with the ARV, you subtract repair costs, and I typically discount it about 5%, and that's what our as-is value of the property is. That's what we could technically list it for on the MLS to a retail buyer. And then you subtract closing costs and real estate commissions, then you subtract your fee, your novation fee, and that is your offer to the seller. Now, typically the way that this shakes out, typically with a novation, we are able to offer $20,000 to $40,000 more than we could with a wholesale offer. And so if you think about it, there are so many leads that are coming into our CRM every single day that if we went to them and offered them $20,000 to $40,000 more, it would be the difference in us getting that deal or missing the deal. And right now in my business, about 50% of the deals that we are closing right now in my business are novation deals. Now, I first started implementing novations at the beginning of last year in 2022, and it has dramatically changed my wholesaling business. Now, the reason why I like novations and the reason why I have added novations to my wholesaling business is because it's very similar operationally to a wholesale offer. And what this has done for my business is, number one, it's increased our average deal value, because typically a novation, we're averaging $30,000 profit on the novation deals, sometimes even as high as $40,000. And on our wholesale deals, we're averaging $20,000 to $25,000. Now, that substantially changes our marketing ROI, and it allows us to spend more on marketing. It allows us to hire more team members. It allows us to find higher quality team members because we're able to pay everybody more because we're making more on every single deal that comes into the business. Now, the other benefit that Novations bring to our business is we are able to close on twice as many leads that are coming into the CRM than we were whenever we were just wholesaling. So now, if 100 leads come into the CRM, instead of closing 2 of those, like when we were wholesaling, we typically are able to get 4 deals out of 100 leads versus just 2. So we literally have doubled the profitability inside of our company just by adding one exit strategy, and that one exit strategy is Novations. Now, because 50% of our deals now are Novations, and these are deals that would not be a wholesale deal, because with our process, we actually make a wholesale offer. We actually make 3 wholesale offers to a seller before we even present a Novation offer. So it's not like we're getting Novation deals on deals that we would have gotten a wholesale deal on previously. No, these Novation deals are actually deals that would not have been deals had we not presented a Novation offer to them, because we go through our wholesale process the same way that we used to, except for now the people who don't accept our wholesale offer, we're presenting a Novation offer, and we're closing about half of the people that we present a Novation offer to. So all in all, guys, it has radically changed my business. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of adding Novations to your business. And if you add Novations and you also do wholesaling, it's very similar process. It adds almost 0 operational complexity, and it's very easy to train your team members on as well, because as far as your team members are concerned and your acquisition reps, they are only having to add 1 extra offer, which is just a couple of extra paragraphs to the end of their normal wholesale offer process. So it's very easy to train them on, and you don't actually have to take down properties. You don't have to renovate properties. You don't have to deal with construction. You don't have to buy the properties. So you get all of the benefits that you get from wholesaling, but you're able to close on twice as many deals. So that's why, guys, not doing Novations earlier is my #1 regret in my real estate business. And I truly believe that it has cost me at least $5 million, because there's no doubt I would have made at least $1 million per year from Novations alone had I been doing it all along in my business, because in my first year of wholesaling, I was able to make $1 million in my first year, and every year since then, I've made 7 figures, multiple 7 figures. And I know that had I been doing Novations all of this time, I would have been adding at least $1 million per year, which for me is $5 million that I missed out on over the last 5 years. So for you, I don't want you to miss out on $5 million over the next 5 years. So I would highly recommend that you learn Novations now. I've got some other videos on Novations in my channel. And if you want to dive deeper into Novations, we actually train extensively on Novations inside of our coaching and mastermind programs. So it's something that I highly, highly recommend to do if you are wholesaling or you're fix and flipping, because it's one of the top strategies that you can use to capitalize on the most amount of leads that are coming into your business. So take it, implement it. Don't miss out on $5 million in your business as well.
Hey, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did find the video helpful, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up so that we know that you enjoyed it and we can make more videos like this in the future. Also, make sure to leave a comment down below in the comment section if you have any questions so that we can get your questions answered ASAP. And then lastly, if you want more training every single week on how to grow your wholesaling or flipping company to the 7-figure level and beyond, make sure to click the subscribe button and turn all of the notifications on so that you never miss a training video on how to grow your wholesaling business to 7 figures and beyond.